The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. There's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Folk's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And
what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got a receiver on the sideline. That's Cohen. Touchdown, Patriots. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run once more with Stevenson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have come back to make it a 2-point game. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and...
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 102 yards on the ground for him so far.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Stevenson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.